Right, this is going to be a short segment for the first part of update 36. It is 30, yeah, 36. What I've done, I've just done it, and I should have done it on camera, but it would have took a little while getting it bits and pieces ready. And also the fact is that it made this segment a lot longer. What I've done is, this is the 3D part for the ammo rack, ammo rack, what am I saying, the ammo storage, and because it's this is the 3D one, and this is good for the Sten guns, I believe. This is what it's for, and these are Sten magazines. And what I've done is cut the 3D printed bits off at the end, because basically they didn't fit into the whole slots that are actually in the kit. So I thought to myself, what I can do then is get some plastic card, measure it, make them up again. So if I come up a bit of height now, like this, you can see what I've done is this. And they're plastic, so I'll be gluing plastic to plastic anyway, but they're glued on with fixed super glue, so that's okay. And what it goes in this way. And if I pick up the turret, and this is going to be fun, and just lay it into the slot, so I'm not going to be gluing it yet. There it is. It's laying in place, and yeah, so that's done, and that fits perfectly. So I did work it out and measure it anyway. So that's it. So that's put that there. So now I'm going to switch off now and bring some stuff in to do, and this all works out right. I think I said no, I said that in the last video, so you're okay with that. So I'm going to put that there, and we're going to come out and see you in the next segment. Right, we're back for segment 2, and I'll just show you the difference between the one I've just added to, the 3D one, and the one that's actually in the kit. And there it is. It's a lot more defined and more detailed, to be honest. Still good though for the kit if you use it, but I think this is better. It's got a bit more as if I've used a couple of mags, as it were. Anyway, so that's that. So what we're going to do now, put that back over there. What we're going to do now is put the barrel together. I decided to do this, and if it doesn't work, then I can use the metal one, because I've still got it in a box down there. So what we're going to do is put this barrel together and see how it goes. We've got the other bits actually. I'll just put them there because you can see them. The rifling bit, and we're just going to put this bit together. Here we go. And I think I said that earlier anyway. Then. Here we go. So what we've got here, and we're going to start. What I'm going to do, just do this end down to there and round there, and what I can do then is just glue this bit so it's in place and hold it there. I'll make sure I've got enough glue here, and there we go. It's gone there. Now I can line this up perfectly. What I'm going to do there is just strip a bit more now. That's where the stress is going to be when we push it in. Right, we've got it, and that is perfect there. And I'm just going to hold that now for a little while, and then I can work my way down the barrel. That's the idea. So that's what we're going to do. So I put that there. I'll put the light up a little bit more. There you go. So hold it there, and you can see the seam's going to be very small. It's really well positioned, and I know the metal barrel will look nice straight onto it without sanding, but this is plastic. It's not going to be very heavy, and I know the other one isn't very, but just making sure that's in there. There you go. A slight lip, but nothing much. Nothing that's mainly the glue squashing out. Well, I'm going to leave that then, and put this together, the nozzle brake, which isn't on this page. It's funny, and you'd think they'd put this together. I'm not going to put it on because it shows you in the kit to do it later. And where is it? Because we're getting near the end of this build, so, and there it is. and there's the muzzle brake going together. So we can actually do the muzzle brake. I know the mag books come up. There we go. Right, put that up there. There's the counterweight on the end of the barrel. So what we're going to do now is put this bit in. Into there, and where does it go? It goes at the back here. That's where it goes. Let's have a closer look at that. Yep, it does go there. Right, here we go. Oops, not that silly bitty. Right, here we go. And here it is. So I'm going to put a bit of glue around inside there. And put that in. That's it. I know what I've got to do now. I'm going to use the blade not to do anything else, but just to push it into place. And now I can run a little bit of glue in there. Right, that's that bit done. So now we should be able to put this bit on. Nope, you've got to let that dry. Oh, you're seeing it now anyway, so you've really got to let that bit dry into position, so I'm going to have to let that dry as well. So right, I'm going to let that dry. Put a little bit more glue down there around that sleeve. That one there. And push it down. That's it. Yep, gonna have to leave that to do, and put that up there for now. Go back to the barrel now, and we don't need to go back to the other page for that. So what we're going to do now is work our way along, just feeding the glue in. So there you go. Yep, you can see the glue coming up, that's okay. So we want a good strong bond. I'll do the other side in a minute. Like so. Now I might have cut some of this bit out if it's too long, me holding it like this. I normally come off to do some of this, but I thought I'd do it on there now. We are getting right near the end of the build of the turret, which is good. I still haven't done my investigation into the round protector when you unload the gun and when it comes back, the recoil guard. I haven't done that bit of investigation yet, which I will do. The one I saw that was in America was at Hercules, but it was one that was modified by the Israelis, and the guard was completely different to this. This looks more like an M10 one, but it most probably is. Perhaps they used the same guard because it was okay. some people say that it might not have had the guard on them, but I don't know. TAC photographs that actually say that. You can't say anything really. There you go. I went to Bovington, they got one in there as well, and basically you couldn't see on top of the turret. And I'm not tall enough. I'm at 5'7" or 5'6.5", somewhere in that region. And so I should have to look at. I can't look at my other kits, because other kits that you can, a model could have exactly the same as this. So just I'll tell you what. Why don't we do something a bit sensible? Now it glued. There you go. Now I can come to this side now and run along here. Someone's at the door somewhere, or just walking past it. There you go. I think with a coat of paint and a little bit of light sanding, because it's only going to need very light sanding, this barrel's going to look quite nice. I'm glad I've got my screen over there now, and basically I can just look over there and see I'm in focus and I'm in shot. And I've got a, and might not get another camera now, because I can actually move this one around a little bit more easier now, because I've got another support over this side to do it from a different angle. But when you're building things, sometimes I think it's just as easy to be looking down, and I'm zoomed in, as you know, so, and I can zoom in even more, but I don't think I need to. There you go. So one, we'll let this dry. I'm going to come back in a couple of seconds. Right, here we go. I'll just move that slightly. That's it. Right then, here we go. So we're going to put these two bits, that's dried, and my gun barrel is doing quite well. I'll leave it there, but you can see I've actually glued it, finished up, and clamped it a little bit as well. Right, here we go. So we're going to put this one on. So what we're going to do is get this. There you go, and then slide this into place. And then we're going to make sure we get it in the right place. And now there's lovely. So what I'm going to do is run across the gap like we did last time. Go to the other side, do the same there. And squeeze. Make sure that's out, and do this bit as well. Make sure I get that gap there as well. I'll put a bit of filler in there as well, just to make sure it's okay. Right, I'm going to hold that like that. Again, we're clamping again, aren't we? So rather than sit here recording just me holding it clamping, we'll come back in a couple of seconds. Right, there we go. That's dry now. It's only been about a minute or two since I cleaned up, but it's all glued nicely. So I'm going to let that settle, and then I'll be sanding that smooth. It's really gone to good out. I'm really pleased. So this is what you would have had to use with the metal barrel as well. So wouldn't matter which one it was. And there you go. So put that out. Now what I'm going to do now is screw that on, put it over there out of the way, and we get to this bit. Now this has been sitting for well over an hour and 45 minutes, I'd say. So now I'm going to start just sanding it, and I'm not going to use anything really. I've got an old sander here that is pretty well worn, and I'm just going to take the worsted off and just keep going like this. Keep the pattern going to a smooth circle. Not going to go anywhere near that joint. I'm just going to go up to it. I'm not going to. I'm actually doing this, but this is soft. I'm actually rotating this, as you can see, as I go. It just keeps the circle a bit. I'm just trying to. I'm going to go that way a bit. And then come back in. There it is, that's the last bit. I could actually put this in my lathe and turn it and just do this, but I won't do that. I don't want to go too drastic with it. Right, and I'm going to carry on with this now, and it's going to take a little while, so I'm going to switch off now, and I'll see you in the next segment. I know these are short segments, but you don't want to sit and watch me sanding, do you? Right, I'm back now. I've cleaned it all up. This isn't glued together. It just shows you how precise it is. And if I come up to here, I think you can see. That's it, because I'm glad I can see in the screen. But basically, it's all been cleaned up. The muzzle brake as well, looks like as if it's one piece, which is good. And so's the barrel. And I managed to keep all this here as well. So I'm going to be using this, I think. I don't know if it slides in here quite so easily, because you have to do a bit of chamfering sometimes. But that's where it goes. There you go, it does. There you go. So it does go in. You've got to go a bit further, because I'm going to sand it a little bit so it's not so tight. There you go. So that's okay. Right. So what we could do is actually glue this together. But I can actually glue this all apart. But basically, yeah, I think that'd be okay. Primer will tell. Anyway, what I'm going to do is leave that just sitting like that for now, and get on with some of the other stuff. But I might prime this tomorrow, because it's going to disappear into the barrel, because it does disappear into that. So I'm not going to prime it. I could actually, I know what I'm going to do. I could actually use a cloth here just to clean any dust or residue on it. And there you go. Good. Happy with that. I might turn it off quickly. I might do a bit of glue. I might use the one that actually this one just takes a little bit longer than this to evaporate, so this one evaporates quicker, and it tidies up the joint around there, and then it actually gets rid of any of the dust that's sat in the corner crevice, if you're not. So I'm not going to put a lot of it, so I'm going to wipe this off and just go around like this. There you go, and it's got rid of that little joint there. And I'm not going to touch this obviously because it's gone. But what I'm going to be doing, that's what I can do. I was going to drill a hole here. So if I can take them bits off, which I can, because you can see they're nice and snug, I'm going to get my drill piece, which is there, and bring one of these out, and basically I can use that one. Oops. You can see what I'm doing. Then put the drill piece in, and then basically drill this hole in the centre. Don't know if I've got my pin available. Oh, of course I have. Yeah, right. I'm going to do a pin job like I did last time because I think it makes it more sensible. And here they are. So I just want to get a little start point in the middle. Again, we're going to use the big ones because I think they're a bit easier to handle. There you go. There's one. Oh, here that is one. Right, I'm going to put a little hole in the centre. Oh, what's first things first though? Paulie's got to do this. Just sand it nice and smooth. So I'm just blowing off camera, but it doesn't matter. Now we're going to get this bit here, get the centre. Yeah, and that really is good in the centre. There you go, goes in coast. Right, here we go. So we're going to see if I can get that on the dot. I can. Slightly off, but it doesn't matter. I can change it a little bit there. Pretty solid this bit. Right, we're through. And that is in the middle. Now I'm going to open that a bit more now. And I'm going to see which one it is. I think the bigger one would be better. Yep, the bigger one would be the best one to give it a basic hole. So I'm going to do that. You might not see anything down it, but at least it'll be look a bit hollow. So right, here we go. Lightly, not pushing. Bit more. Yep, now I'm going to sand off the end now. Now I can just do a bit of rimming on this bit to make it look a bit more central. I'm not going to see this through here anyway, but it's just me being a bit fussy, I suppose. There you go, that's better. And now what I can do is do this. There you go. That's it. My monitor keeps going off, I don't know why. I'm going to have to look into that again, but at least I can see it. Right, hold on. Oh, I know what it is. I'm going to have to do some work here, put it up there. Got to be held in place, but at least it's working. Right, so put that back in there. And get this one out now because we're done with that. And come back on. That's it. So now, oh, let's go over there with that gun there. Right, so put that back. Now we're done. Right, well, that's it, be done. So we glue the bits together. I'm thinking about, no, I'm going to give this a prime and see if it's all okay. Then I can glue these on and then prime them as well. So that's the next thing to do for them, is to prime them bits. I most probably won't bother with that. Them two bits I can just put them on afterwards. But yeah, so happy with that. So I think that's it for this bit. So right, what else is there to look at? Oh yeah, I was going to sand that bit on the end, wouldn't I? So basically I'll get this one because it's the right one. And if I can go around here and just sand it a bit. Right, don't mean about the coarser end. Got to go careful with that slot because that's got to be there anyway. I know when I put glue on this, it will definitely go into there. Do I want to put a hole at this one? I think I might do actually. So in the middle, about there. Yep. Right, here we go, back with this draw again. I'll go with that one. Just to get the hole started. I might work my way up a bit actually this time. Right, again, in the middle. There you go. And get the next one. Or the next, this one up. Might need a bigger one up later, but we'll look at that later. I've got other drills. Right, I'm going to go and get another drill. Take me a couple of seconds. I think I've got them down here. Yep, I have. Which one should we use? Might not be able to get this one in this chuck. Oh, I know what I've got. I'll keep forgetting I've got this indoors. I got it for a job. There we go. Here we go. Yep, they do. Got a knoll in it. I can see right through. Right. It's annoying now that this plug seems to go in and come out. Don't know why. And as soon as you do that, it touches. Right, so we've got that done. I'm going to do this bit here, like I did last time. Sand off on the end. Give it a blow. Yeah. I mean, you can't see what I'm doing, I'm just cleaning out the bits here. Right, that is there, so that's okay. I'm just going to clean that up later when it's completely dry, and then you're not going to see it far way down, but at least I can see through about there. You can see. Yeah, you can, can't you? There you go. There you go. Right. So make it a little bit more interesting. That's done. Right, I'm going to leave that water dry. That's going to go back in there. This one as well. That goes back in there. I've knocked that over for some reason. I haven't done any arms with her. Just slipped off. Put those down there again where they were. Tucked away. Now, I think I'll call that quits today. Quits for the moment. It's 18:12 now, so I'm going to switch off and I'll catch you in the next segment. Right, we're back now. I think so. Hold on, just turn this around. That's it. I can see the. Oh, should have looked at the recording light. Yeah, lovely. Right. So what we're doing is I've been wet sanding this now, and I've kept. I think you can see I've kept that groove in all the way around. Cleaned up right up close to it, but not done it, and wet sanded. And I've done some filler in parts of the barrel along the front end and a little bit on the back end, where basically it's. I could see little blemishes, and I thought it might show up in the paint, so I've done that and kept it. So there's a bit of wet there, as you can see, and that's because of the wet sanding, but it will dry off. Now I was looking about fitting all this on. Where is it? There's the groove. And like that. Trouble is, you've got to get the breech over, the actual over. So I'm glad I didn't glue that on. So it's all cleaned up and looks really nice. I'm quite happy. So I am really pleased with the plastic barrel now, so I should be sticking with that. So that's okay. And yeah, so I'm going out today, so we're going to Dover Castle. So basically I'm not going to be doing this till later in the evening, so but I thought I'd just show you that's exactly right. I've just sanded that this morning and cleaned it up, and I'm quite pleased with it. So that's that bit. Still haven't done any investigation to this, but I might do that this morning before we go, just to find out whether that it could be actually like that and then folded down inside when they load it and it flicks up. I can't see why you want to keep dropping that down. So I'll be interested to find some information about that. It does look nice, and it would, oops, let's get back around here. It would look nice being out there, because that's what it would be about there. So perhaps you can get the round in, perhaps they do drop it down, but see the hole's down there, and it might drop down. There must be some sort of latch that holds it up, I'm presuming, and I don't know how. So it seems a bit weird, this one. This is the only part that I'm interested in solving. So that bit, I'll leave that like that and like that, because that's my problem. And I'll put that there in it, and I can always bring my two, because I've cleaned these up probably when I think you saw I fit these earlier on. So they can only go one way, so I put that there, and that there, and that there. Right then, so that's the end of this little short segment, just to show that I've cleaned the barrel and it's looking quite nice. I'll see you on the next segment. Right, here we are, and no need to research, I just looked at it. Now basically that's where it goes, and it drops up, so they must have to lift it up to throw the shell if they need to. But there you go, so that's where it goes. Now the other thing is this bit here has got to be pushed in a little bit more, but it does actually work. Now I could actually, but it actually is a working functioning bit, and I can take it out anyway. Yeah, so you can see what I mean now. And with the gun barrel in, I had it in earlier on, I'm going to push it all the way home. I'm not going to push it any further than that, but gives you an idea. And that's it, and that comes up, and it stays there at the moment. Not bad at all. Now I think the pegs could be a little bit wider to actually make them stay in there, so I'm not sure about that yet. So I might cut the peg off and put a metal, I don't know, because if I keep that pushed in, it's not going to come out, which is good. But I've got to take it out now because I don't want it in there for the moment until I painted it. So if I take this bit out, I would zoom in, but I'm only going to be doing this a couple of seconds. You can see it's gone in nicely, and there you go. So these bits here prevent it falling any further. So I always thought it went down like that, but it doesn't. It goes up. I didn't realise it comes in behind these two bars. There you can see. Oops, no you can't. That's telephoto. Just do a quickie. There you go. This bit here now goes in behind here and then drops down into position, and these bars prevent it from going down. You can see the bars there. There, right. So that's it. So I'm just going to call it quits for this one, because we're going to get ready to go out soon. So catch you in the next segment. Sorry about this short one, but I thought we've solved that problem. And it wasn't a problem, it was me looking at the instructions slightly wrong. Thank you very much. I'll catch you in the next segment.